Yeah.
On a previous video, I said that once the bank closing takes place and the client owns the lot and we're ready to build, that's when the fun begins. And it should be fun. I want our clients to enjoy the process. One way we make sure they do is we make sure that we hold their hand and we walk through every step. How that works is, once we have closed on the lot, I'll meet the clients on the lot and we'll talk about where they want the home set. It can be an elevation set, it can be a placement within the lot. Now, some small lots in a plan, we can't move anything. But often on off-site pieces of property, that's when, frankly, my expertise really comes in handy, because I've done this enough times that we can really set the house correctly and make a big difference on how it actually fits on the land. At that point, we also talk about the trees. I love trees, I like to save trees, but sometimes they're just in the way and we're going to kill them anyway, so we need to remove them. We'll also be able to change grading. I allow my clients to have the interaction with that. So if they want to change a grade around a portion of the house, we can do that. While they're doing the actual foundation work on site, I have my clients go to a brick and stone design house, and there they get to see a lot of samples, not just a few that I happen to have in my office, but every available option that they can think of, they can see it. They also have the ability to go and look at that stone or that brick on an existing home, because that makes a big difference. It helps the client a lot to see it on a house instead of see it inside somebody's sales trailer. Once that's done, we come into the office and we look at we have everything here in terms of shingles, siding, windows, and around the brick and the stone, that's when we actually build the whole exterior package around. And that is where the actual framing of the house happens. That's when the actual windows and everything gets put in and the shell is built. After the house is framed and the windows are in, that's when we need to pay attention to the inside. And we will typically send our clients to a cabinet design house. We work with several, so people can have a little bit of choice of who they want to work with and how they want to work with them. We give allowances. So a tremendous advantage with building a custom home is, if you want to upgrade, it's not some upgraded process that the builder controls and the builder marks up. Our clients pay only the cost of the additional cabinets if they upgrade. If they actually go under, and some of our clients do, we will credit them back a check on that. But the point is that makes us really different from most production builders is our clients are in control of how much money they actually spend. At that point too, we will also make some framing adjustments based upon what the cabinet company comes up with in their design. After the framing is complete, then we meet and we do an electrical walkthrough. We have our guardian security people come out, and they'll place the TVs and the telephones and the security, and I'll meet with the clients and our electrician, and we'll have some input into where the lights and the plugs have to go. We have to make it work to code, but we have a lot of other things the client can decide. And about that point, they're starting to make their flooring selections. We want them to, see the hardwood, see the ceramic, see the carpet. At about the time we're doing drywall, the client comes into my office again, and they have their cabinet selections and their flooring selections, and then we pick paint and stain based upon that. Now, it's less expensive, and a lot of builders, they just use the same paint and same stain for every house. But sometimes that doesn't work with what the client selects, and it is the client's home. They need to have the right to do that, and we give them the right to make that custom selection. Toward the end of the process, when we're doing the final grading, we will meet the clients on site and we'll show them where the driveway goes and the front walks and the patio goes, the concrete and the deck. If they want to change that, they certainly can, and I give them a price on what it is if they want to do additional work at that point. At the end of the job is when we meet the clients a fair amount of time too, because we're doing the final punch-up process. The final walkthrough is very important to us because I walk with the clients room by room. We look at every piece of equipment. We talk about what they need to do to maintain that, what the warranty on it is, and we let them know how to operate that. And that's very important, to know how to operate the equipment in their home, because as we talked about before, some of this is a little bit new with state-of-the-art, that it's not like their old equipment was. And I also tell my clients, anytime you want to meet out there, let me know, because I am at my sites almost every day. On a daily basis, I'm there. If I know when they can be there, I'll meet them and we can answer any questions or just talk about the process at that time. Again, the main thing is I want the clients to understand what's going on, and I want them to feel like that they're in control because it's their home.